A new report from the World Health Organization is warning people not to eat processed meat, saying it can cause cancer. Bloomberg's John Tozzi has been covering this story, one of the most read right now on the Bloomberg terminal, for good reason, right? A lot of us are red meat eaters. So, John, what exactly is the WHO saying?
Sure. Well, and to be clear, the WHO did not say that people should not eat red meat or processed meat. What they're saying is they looked at the evidence of whether these meats can cause cancer in humans, and after evaluating all the evidence, they gathered global scientists, experts in their field from across the globe, and they came to a determination that said processed meat is a carcinogen. It does elevate your risk of certain types of cancer. And red meat, they judged a probable carcinogen.
Okay, so red meat a probable, processed meat a definite carcinogen.
Yes.
So processed meat being bacon, ham,
right.
What else?
Cured meats, sausages, spam, canned meats, anything that's sort of shelf stable,
okay.
That sort of thing.
And is it as bad as like smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol?
Well, no. So the processed meat is not as dangerous as smoking cigarettes. That's not what the WHO is saying. What they're saying is it's in the same category of hazard, which is sort of saying how well do we know whether or not this substance is a carcinogen. And they're saying we have the same certainty now about processed meats as we do about tobacco. That doesn't mean consuming those two products has the same risk. I think it's pretty clear that tobacco has higher risk.
Right.
Is my understanding. But but there is an elevated risk, even if it's smaller than other things that we have heard about as carcinogens.
So the North American Meat Institute, one of many of the meat lobby, has called this report a dramatic and alarmist overreach. It defies both common sense and numerous studies showing no correlation between meat and cancer. What research are they showing?
Well, so the meat industry is understandably pushing back against this result, but it's important to understand that the WHO finding isn't based off one study. It's based on the accumulated scientific evidence on how risky these substances are. This is a process they've done for hundreds of chemicals and other even things like careers, occupational exposures for people like hairdressers or painters are at greater risk of developing cancer. So, there are studies that haven't shown correlations, but when they look at the accumulated evidence, the judgment of these experts who are vetted for conflicts of interest, they're supposed to be non-biased, independent scientific experts.
This is their conclusion.
This is their conclusion.
And do they say what kind of cancers processed meat cause?
The primary risk here that they're looking at is colorectal cancer, also known as bowel cancer. In the U.S., it's the second leading cause of cancer death. That's about 50,000 mortality in the U.S. each year, according to the CDC. So there are some other types of cancer that are being looked at in terms of stomach cancer, pancreatic cancer, other sites, but primarily bowel cancer.